guys ever hear about my one and only encounter with the bear?
No.
I was living on this farm. It's like 30-acre farm, 30 acres of land. The farm was only about an acre. It was pretty small. And he was living there in a teepee. He was planning on it. And he said, "Hey Mike, why don't you come over? I've been living in a teepee for about 2 weeks. I was there 2 weeks earlier to help him set it up. And why don't you come over for dinner?" I said, "Oh great. I just found some roadkill deer a few days earlier, and it was still good. So I processed it, had some in the freezer and thawed it out, brought it over. I had some wild rice. No, he had some wild rice. And so we kind of combined the venison and the wild rice, which is so good. Such a good meal. And that day, I helped him with, I think it was the onions, something, weeding out something. And as we're weeding for the meal, he's telling me about this bear that he's seen pretty much every day for the past 2 weeks. You know, a young male adolescent black bear who is getting friendly with people because it's West Milford, New Jersey, and there's lots of black bear and there's lots of people, and it just happens. Bears are intelligent scavengers. And he shows me this big hole in his fence where the black bear got tangled and tore down. And there's people running by. There's like a jogging trail that abuts the farm. And earlier that day we saw somebody running by with bells like on their wrists, like a woman running with bells on her wrist, to alert the black bear to like stay away. And it's kind of a technique that's used down there. So this black bear has definitely been around. And we're sitting in the teepee, we're getting ready for dinner, we put the venison on, we're getting the fire going, cooking up the meat, and it smells, the aroma's going up into the air. This black bear is kind of in the back of our mind the whole time. And we cook the rice, and we serve the meal. And just as the plate's in front of us, we're about to eat, we hear a thump on the side of the teepee wall. And I remember the hair on the back of my neck standing up. And I remember being fully alert. It's rare that that happens to us, where we're just fully invested in the now. And that's what happened to me. The hair on the back of my neck stood up. I just perked up. All my senses turned on. And we looked at each other, and we both knew what the other one was thinking. That this is the bear thumping on the side of the teepee. And so we waited quietly, listening intently, and we heard another thump. And I imagined like a paw coming up and kind of hitting the side of the teepee, or up the side of a head or something. And we looked at each other again, and we kind of whispered to each other that if we made a lot of noise, the bear might run away. So we take pots and pans and we slam them together, and we start yelling, "Rah!" And then we're quiet after like 20 seconds of that. And then we hear a thump again. And we are scared shitless at this point. We devised this plan through whispers that we needed to deal with this bear problem, or else we were going to get attacked. So our plan was that he's a bow maker, so he had this hickory bow of his with an arrow strung up, ready to defend ourselves, and I had a flashlight. So the plan was that I was going to stick my head out of the teepee first, I don't know why I agreed to this, with the light, shine the light on the bear. He would be right over my shoulder with an arrow drawn to shoot at the bear if it came towards us. Which in hindsight probably just would have pissed it off more. I got the light in my hand, he's right over my shoulder with his arrow, like half drawn. And I pop my head out, shine the light at like waist height, thinking I'm gonna see a bear, and there's no bear there. He's right behind me, the arrow. And I'm sitting there, looking, don't see anything, I'm shining the light around, still really scared. Where'd this bear go? He's got to be around here somewhere. And at that moment we hear another thump on the side of the teepee. and it's like right where we're standing. So I shine the light down on the ground, and there's this big frog, the size of my fist, and it's been jumping up against the side of the teepee. So we lose it laughing, and we go and eat a good meal.
I'll eat the frog.
That's my only encounter with the bear, and it was just in my mind.
That was